What's good, YouTube? FAIRDALE King is coming at you again with another EA Sports College Football 26 live event. Today we're going to show a replay of the National Championship game in the DAWGS 6 Dynasty. Number 4, Western Kentucky, which has won 3 straight national championships. So when I say the reigning, defending national champion, yeah, the little Brandon's been killing it, knocking out the box. So someone is trying to dethrone him. And then Bray is number 2 Oklahoma. So we're going to sit here and watch this game. Was able to actually download it, so I'm going to sit here and react, give some commentary on this game, and we'll see what happens. So stay tuned. Kickoff coming soon. All right, let's get it. So quick background. Number 2 Oklahoma, this is going to be their 3rd national championship game in 2028. They lost to LSU 21-7 in the finals. In 2030, they defeated LSU. LSU is the DAWGS 6. So OU was able to win a title in 2030. Won that game 31-28, went 16-0 that season. Oklahoma is now trying to win their 2nd natty. Currently, they enter this game, I want to say 15-0. No, actually 14-1. Oklahoma enters this game 14-1, ranked number 2. West Kentucky, this is their 5th season in the Dynasty. Year 1, they didn't qualify for the playoffs. They probably would have won it if they did. Oh, this could be bad. This could be trouble. OU is going to take back the opening kickoff in this national championship game. House call, opening kickoff. Wow. Rashad Jarman with the kickoff return. OU jumps on top. But finishing up a quick history. So Western went undefeated, didn't qualify. They didn't play any users in year 1, didn't make the playoffs. Since then, in 2031, they beat Georgia 24-14 to win the national championship. 2032, they beat Oregon, a computer. And in 2033, last season, they beat LSU 23-16, finishing the season 16-1. This year, West Kentucky enters the national championship 14-1, ranked number 4. This is their first time on offense. The last 2 seasons, they've lost to Georgia in the regular season, only to get in the playoffs and avenge those losses. Nice little run. Tevin Baker's the running back for Western. Started his career at Georgia. He is a burner. Speed to spare. Platinum shifty. Going to be probably the main weapon in this game. Now, the quarterback is not the most accurate in the world, so you're going to see him scramble around, run quarterback powers, and read options, just use his legs. to get out of some tough situations, but the Western coach knows what he's doing and can basically make chicken salad out of chicken you know what. So anyway, there goes Baker down the sideline, and guys, we're going to be tied up early in this game. If you guys are just joining us, Oklahoma took the opening kickoff back. Almost 100 yards for a touchdown. And now 45-second drive for Western to answer the bell. OU with another good return. They're going to kick the ball the opposite side. He's going to run it out to the 30. So this is going to be Oklahoma's first actual possession. They're going to come out and gun tight open. He likes to run inside zone, run spot. Getting spot. That left slot receiver runs a little zig route. Hits the running back. Turns it up, playmaker. Sammy Lashley with the reception there. 29 yards on the catch. Back in tight open. Wouldn't doubt this not. Right. Playmaker. Missed him. There's pressure. Western gets the quarterback, and that's going to be the thing. Alan Krause, if he can get the quarterback, he's got inside disruptor, outside disruptor. If he can get a pass rush, that's going to definitely disrupt this OU offense. And right now they're playing behind the sticks, but it doesn't matter when you got a stud like that at running back. Rodney LeVron, 17-yard carry. Now it's 3rd and inches. Hurry up. Going to run right at him, even with that inside disruptor. Able to sneak it past, just 3rd and inches. Picks up the first down. OU's drive continues. Here they are in trips tight end. There's the bubble screen, and that's going to be shut down. Western Kentucky is all over that. Anthony Crawley comes up, Mike linebacker, and makes the play at the line of scrimmage for no gain. You're going to see Western, they're going to play a cover 4 shell, hard flat underneath. User the middle of the field. Does a good job with switch sticking. Going to get motion over here to the left. Is it going to be eye candy? It definitely was. And there goes the running back. He's going to stumble over the guy, but not before he picks up 15 yards. Taekwon Demarat, 15-yard gain. Another first down for OU. Going to be dragged down. There's pressure again. Soma Tatu. Sack. That's the 2nd sack on this drive for Western Kentucky, and that's a good sign for the Hilltoppers. If they're going to be able to generate pressure with just a 3-man front, that is definitely going to benefit them, as they can drop 8 in coverage and just let the front 3 make plays. They're going to bring 3 again. Got a wheel route. Quarterback scrambling outside. Breaks contain. Takes 3 guys to finally drag him down. Brings up a 3rd and 2. Sooner quarterback improvising, getting outside the pocket and using his legs to almost pick up a first down. More manageable here on 3rd and 2. Still have a run pass option. Motion. More like eye candy. Timeout. Oklahoma didn't like what they were seeing. The one kryptonite for this Oklahoma team, if you come out in nickel mid blitz, double mug, mid blitz 0, sometime that can get in his head. He's going to flip the formation, change it actually. Let's go gun deuce close. And now audibles into a pistol and just runs a quick hitch. Picks up 3 or 4 yards. 3-yard reception. That's going to be enough for a first down. Now it's 1st and goal from the 4. Not going to risk it. Just running inside zone. Can't blame him. Don't want to put the ball in the air if you don't have to. See if he can manage to put it in the end zone without any risk. Normal Y off close. Inside zone. Going to get down to the 2-yard line. No huddle. Run the same, line up in the same formation. And there's a tight end. Quick hitch. 3-yard attempt, and he doesn't come up with the catch. Linebacker knocks it out. 4th and goal from the 3. Good idea. Throw it away from the defender, but just that ball was a little bit high. Tight end couldn't catch it clean. And the knockout. Oh, wow. Wow. OU goes for it down here on the 3-yard line. 4th and goal from the 3 and is stopped. Don't hate the decision. I mean, if they do get stopped, Western has to go 97 yards to score. So Oklahoma knows that they're going to have to score points against his brother. Just wasn't able to manage to put that in, and that could come back to haunt him later. Not scoring on the doorstep. We're going to get quarterback power here. Not surprised. Tut breaks contain, and he might take this to the house. Looks like he's going to get it walked. Oh, made him 2 guys miss, 3 guys miss, 4 guys miss. And he is behind the defense across midfield, finally dragged down at the 22-yard line. And that's what I said. This quarterback can flip the field, not with his arm, but with his legs, and that gives them. That's going to be the X factor in this game is Ahmad Tut and his ability to improvise, run some quarterback zones, design run plays, as well as dropping back in the pocket and scrambling when those events present themselves. We're going to get inside zone over here. To the right, Tevin Baker picks up only a yard. It's great when you get a chance to box him. I mean, when he gets an open field, he is a monster to try to defend. This play used to be so much better early in the year before they watered it down. That goal line Y flat play. Quick flat out there. Used to just sit there and run it all the time in the Oregon State playbook. All right, here we go. 3rd and 4, Western. Got to be cognizant, though, with this quarterback and what his legs are, even though looks like he's going to run. I like this halfback angle route. Bring this guy in. You got the zig. Delay route by B. Throws the ball to the zig, and that's going to be a knockout over. It brings up 4th and 4. And as you guys see, that is not Tut at quarterback. That's Jaden Canty throwing the ball. So right now, a little bit of a platoon at quarterback, and Oklahoma with a win, and that they were able to stop this high-powered Western offense in just outside the red zone and limit them to a field goal. So right now, Western takes the lead 10-7. And OU gets stuffed there on that kickoff return after returning the opening kickoff for a touchdown. The only score right now of the game for the Sooners, been their best offense was special teams, and they were just throttled on that one. So they're going to start from the 12-yard line, backed up deep in their own territory, inside zone over here, and he makes 2 guys miss. Finally dragged down. That's Taekwon Demarat. 5 carries for 29 yards. That's a 15-yard carry on that one, enough for a first down. Crossing concept. Catch made. Right in front of the defender, blows him up, but able to secure the catch, hang on to the ball. 2nd and 5, Oklahoma. Get a little bit of flat route. He's still open. He's going to throw the ball. That should have been intercepted. That was a poor pass, bad decision. Prince Ojeda, the Mike linebacker, tries to go down to a knee and intercept that low ball. Fortunately for Oklahoma, that was not intercepted. That could have been a backbreaker there. Instead, now they get a second life. Rodney LeRone with the carries. Enough for a first down, and this drive continues. OU was bailed out. Trips over here to the boundary. Play action. Running verticals. Quarterback going to tightrope the sideline. Pick up 12 yards. That's a nice little scramble there. He's definitely not Ahmad Tut, but he's inadequate enough with his legs to get out some bad situations. And that one right there saves OU. Another first down. They methodically move the ball downfield. They're now across midfield. Running back out of the backfield. Rodney LeRone with a 12-yard catch. And I'll say it again. That's another Sooner first down. Quarterback going to keep it on the read option. And wow, this has been Anthony Crawley's all over the damn place today. This Mike linebacker for Western is making plays all over the place. Had a hit on the goal line, a knockout. Just caused a fumble. Very fortunate for Western. They're able to fall on that ball. They've thrown what should have been an interception, and now they just fumble the ball, almost turn it over. Turns into a 9-yard gain after their player jumps on and secures possession. Another first down for the Sooner offense. But I can see right now Western Kentucky's coach about throwing his remote through the TV because he knows that he's played some really good defense and hasn't been rewarded with anything as of yet. Going to motion here. I'm sure we're going to get another motion. There it is, out to the wide side. Throws a swing route, which is not a swing route. It's going to turn into, that's going to be a lateral. Going to be a 5-yard gain by Ahmad Rusal. Brings up 1st and 10, though. Gun wing stack week. OU chewing clock as well. I know that's not going to sit well. Going to be the angle route of the backfield. Big gain, 2, 3, 4, makes. Finally, the 4th guy is able to take him down. Sammy Lashley with a nice ball. And the running back out of the backfield not only secures that catch, but then breaks 3 tackles, 2, 3, and finally brought down from behind. But OU's got to find a way to score down here inside the 5. Last time they were throttled inside the 5, didn't score, didn't even settle for a field goal, came away with no points. There's a nice pass, and they're going to call offensive pass interference, and that's going to back them up. Now, that might be more beneficial. OU's going to be disappointed. Points are coming off the board. Nice little concept to get the ball in the end zone. But now he's got a little bit more room to work with. Everything is not as tight, and that's just a bad ball. I mean, good read. Lashley throws the ball on the run and just overthrows the receiver, sails the ball over his head, trying to get the ball in front of the defender. Brings up now 2nd and go, inside zone. Makes a man miss. Wow. Good job in the open field. Rodney LeRone, 4 carries for 41 yards. He has a couple of catches as well. And right before halftime, Oklahoma takes the lead 14-10. OU has to be satisfied knowing that points came off the board on a offensive pass interference and were able to still overcome that. Western has got to be yelling right now at the clouds because they know that they should have had an interception as well as a fumble recovery, and their defensive efforts were all for naught, and they allow OU to score right before the half. Now, Western still has enough time where they can go down and get points. Or they could throw a delay route and give up points, and that is a huge pick six here before half. Antoine Maddox, what an interception. Undercuts the delay route and takes it to the house, and now Oklahoma has full control of this game now, jumping out in front 21-10. 30 seconds to go in the half. Western's going to signal for the fair catch. And now they know there's pressure on them. They've got to get points here before halftime. Now they're going to get the ball to start the second half. But I'm sure Western would at least like to get 3 points because they've just now allowed 14 straight points in a matter of just a few seconds here to end the first half. Great route concept, and gets this guy free down the sideline, and Western is in business using their first timeout. Had a halfback streak as well as a wheel route by that fullback out of the backfield, and that was a problem. Going to have a curl over here on the right. Age running that streak. There's a playmaker in the open space. Catches the ball, and now Western is on the doorstep. 15 seconds to go. They're hurrying up, trying to get to the line of scrimmage. 13, 12, 11, 10. They still got 2 timeouts in their pocket. And that is a touchdown. And in a matter of 20 seconds, Western Kentucky, I'm not even going to say march, just goes down the field, 3 plays, and scores. I mean, that's where I talk about this high-powered 3 plays, 75 yards, 25 seconds. This Western Kentucky offense is high-powered, can strike from anywhere on the field at any time, does not need a lot of time to score. That was under 30 seconds and went the length of the field. And OU trying to be a little bit cautious and overcautious, and they allow a touchdown, and that 10-point lead has disappeared. Now it's a 4-point lead. And to be honest, and there's another sack. There's more pressure. Western Kentucky with their third sack of the half. But Western's going to get the ball to start this second half, and now OU is in a terrible position. I mean, they just had an 11-point lead. Great end to the half for them, momentum, and it was all taken away in the blink of an eye with 3 quick plays from Western striking before half and cutting into that 11-point margin. And you see there in the first half, I mean, Western's 5 of 7 passing, 83 yards. Here's some go-go concepts. If you guys are just joining us, this is the DAWGS 6 Dynasty. This is Season 10, hosted by FAIRDALE Kings. In this Dynasty, you can actually use custom playbooks, so that's why you're seeing some stuff. I won't use a custom playbook, but everyone else in it does. Now you're seeing corner strike. But yeah, I mean, you just saw there's no one else has, all these different formations in one. It's not a standard team playbook. They're using custom playbooks. So Western's using an array of formations and things that he likes, including go-go. Here we got bunch strong to the right. Gets the running out back out of the backfield. That's Tevin Baker, and now he's in space. Picks up a first down. Yeah, and now he's probably going to go with this flood concept. Back to corner strike. And just this play is so difficult to defend. He's going to put the X receiver on a corner route. Ball is tipped. That almost was picked off. Good pressure by the Will linebacker there. Thrasher coming right up the middle, unannounced, uninvited, and almost gets the sack, but does cause the tip pass. So now it brings up 2nd and 10. Quick curl. Stem down curl. Picks up first down. And now Western's got something going. And there was pressure in his face. I mean, he had a defender at his legs as he threw the ball. Was able to manage to get it away. Here we go, Y flat. Missed tackle. Still limits it, though, to a 1-yard gain. Terry Eckenham. This RB route's going to be hard to cover. That is a beast. That's a man beater, beat zone. Actually goes over here to Tevin Baker. He's going to make two guys miss. Finally dragged down from behind, but now Western is in the red zone. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. And they answer, march down the field, and score a touchdown. And just like that, 14 straight points for Western Kentucky. And now they take the lead, 24-21 with 3:08 remaining in the third quarter. Ball's kicked off deep and down the middle. Remember that opening kickoff was taken back to the house by OU. And since then, they've kicked the ball opposite of that returner, and now they kick it deep down the middle. Trying to avoid another disaster from their special teams. Oh, you're going to run jet sweep here. Pick up 2. Just a play to keep the defense honest. That's what that is. Picks up 2 yards. Hoping to break something to the outside because they are just shooting the gaps in this running game. Trying to contain the rushing attack. Nice pass across the middle, though. Those deep in routes against this defense, that's kind of where you can attack and deep corner routes. As he tries to switch stick, you just got to get this Western defense sometimes can be over aggressive and try to take away the corner routes themselves. And sometimes you can throw that slot fade behind it. So we'll see what happens here. It's 24-21. Oklahoma now with the ball, trying to respond to Western Kentucky, who's now scored 14 consecutive points. Western Kentucky has won 3 straight national championships in this dynasty. They're going for 4 in a row. The Sooners with another nice little route across the middle. That's where you can expose this defense. I'll keep saying it. As they switch stick around and try to guard different places, especially underneath routes, you can expose them in the middle, not only halfback angle routes, but deep digs as they come free underneath that cover 4 shell defense that Western is infamous for running. They try to avoid giving up one play touchdowns, and they're going to let their defense and their ability to switch stick get them out of some bad situations. But in the meantime, there are some holes and ways to attack this defense, and Oklahoma is executing to perfection at this point and attacking those exposed areas of the field. 3rd and 8 though, big play here. Let's see how they attack it and try to convert. Another comeback route, another curl, not a comeback, that's a curl. They ran halfback scissors. I know he loves that concept. Really likes to use the running back out of the backfield on that scissor route, that corner route. But instead of the drag by the slot receiver on the left, put him on a curl route, and that was enough to pick up a first down. And now had a tight end over in the flat. Is going to pull it down. The quarterback's going to scramble, get down the field. Lashley using his legs. And now though, this is the third time the Sooner offense has been in the red zone. First time they didn't score. And now Western's gone to their goal line defense. And this could be a problem because if they get the gap shoots and OU does a great job. They run toss. Run toss. Get to the outside. Most people are going to run inside. And on first down, takes a chance and runs the toss and scores a touchdown. So OU now takes the lead. Under 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. OU's had the ball for almost 10.5 minutes to Western's 4 minutes and 15 seconds. But Western has more yards and has done it in less time. Of course, some of those numbers are confusing. Don't paint the full picture because on OU's first possession, they had a 100-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, so they're skewed a little bit. Pretty sure he's in his 3-4. It's what it looks like. OU's running 3-4. Likes that 3-4 multiple playbook. Now this is a new concept here. I have not seen this play, and he was trying to swerve catch shotgun a slot post. I've seen this in the Texas A&M playbook. This is a really nice concept, and he had a chance at throwing that route, and that's going to be a 10-yard reception there by Tevin Baker, pick up a first down. Ahmad Tutt's now in at quarterback. I don't know if it's just because of this formation, but now Canty's out, and Tutt is at quarterback, and there it is. He just ran back-to-back plays with him passing, and now the third play, you got the quarterback power, quarterback zone, picks up 4. And that just goes back to, this versatile platoon system at quarterback, and sometimes it can hamper this offense. Tutt, not as accurate as Canty for sure. He is a dual threat quarterback, but his legs are his biggest strength. And I don't know if Canty got knocked out or if this was a choice of their own accord, and there's halfback angle again. I mean, when he's in trouble, he's going back to that halfback angle route and does a good job. Picks up a first down. I don't think that Western can clock this game out. Don't necessarily know that he wants to. And there's a playmaker. And that should have been intercepted. Eric Michi with the knockdown. And that should have been an interception that is not going to be spoke about later on. They're not going to mention that, but Tutt damn near should have thrown an interception here at the 3:30 mark. So bookmark that event. I wonder if it's going to come back and haunt now Oklahoma. Dropping that interception. There's a halfback angle. He takes that away. There's the drag underneath, and that is knocked down by the Will linebacker. That's the same cat that got pressure not too long ago. Now he's playing pass coverage, and that's Thrasher doing a great job in pass coverage. Watch this curl route over here to the right. I think if nothing materializes, that's going to be what he might fall back on. He goes to the running back to Baker in the flat, and that's going to be knocked down again. That's good defense. There's no way Western's kicking a field goal. They're going to go for it down 4. 3.5 minutes to go. Again, looking at this comeback, he's going to run a comeback on the left. He's got the running back instead of on an angle, though, on a halfback post, which I've been using that more and more frequently. Now he hot routed to a comeback route instead of the curl. Comeback route was not there, but the deep square in by the tight end, that deep dig route across the middle comes free, and that is a first down. Had to throw a good pass. I mean, he couldn't have, thrown anything that was inaccurate. Here we go, quick base to the left. There it is. Kick out, make a man miss, fight Baker down to the 2, down to the 1. 2nd and go, under 3 minutes to go. Western might run, I don't know if they got a halfback direct. Just going to run inside zone, and he's going to get to the edge and score a touchdown. And Western Kentucky has taken a lead. 8 carries for 95 yards and a couple touchdowns for Tevin Baker. And Western Kentucky is now out in front, 31-28, with a little over 2.5 minutes to go. We're midway through the 4th quarter in the national championship game of the 10th season of the DAWGS 6 Dynasty, brought to you and hosted by FAIRDALE Kings. Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think about this dynasty. There's a lot to be taken from it now. We're seeing Oklahoma go into their tight open. They're going to run inside zone. He's not going to abandon the run with 2.5 minutes to go. He has plenty of time where he can go down the field and actually continue to attack this defense with the running game. Does it right there. Keeping this Western Kentucky defense honest. Tries to run it again and is stuffed. That's Alan Krause. He's got inside disruptor, and that was a factor on that play as he sheds instantly and tackles the running back in the backfield for a 1-yard loss, bringing up 2nd and 11. And sure, oh my good googly moogly. Western has got to be mad. And that's a hit stick from hell. But not before the quarterback picks up 10 yards, bringing up 3rd and 1 at the 2-minute warning. Western's trying to keep Oklahoma out of the end zone. Maybe at least hold them to a field goal here. Quick pass to the right side to the flats. That's Ahmad Rusal again. That's his 2nd catch for 16 yards today. None bigger than that one as they pick up a first down. Tight open, going to run inside zone. And he's going to make just a couple guys miss. Brings up a 2nd and 6. Rodney LaRone, 9 carries, 50 yards, 2 tutties. Not as good as Tevin Baker, but he still has 2 touchdowns apiece on the ground. Here we go. Running back out of the backfield again. On an in route. Picks up a first down. Tick, 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 tick. This clock winding down. About a minute and a half to go. Oklahoma doesn't want to score too quick to give the ball back to this high-powered Western Kentucky offense. If you guys just joining us, Western went 75 yards in 3 plays in 25 seconds at the end of the half after going down 11. So Western can score at any time from anywhere on the field in short order. So Oklahoma's trying to march down the field. Obviously, they want to score a touchdown and win this game in regulation. But if not, he's going to bleed the clock and settle for a field goal and put the game in overtime. There's no way he's going to try a quick touchdown and give Western a chance at the ball again to beat him in regulation. So OU will milk this clock. Oh, wow. Running back. I mean, something right there just glitched out. The guy came backwards instead of blocking forward. Quarterback takes off and runs, picks up a first down. 85 peels back. Rousseau peels back. But, man, if he'd have playmaker him, I don't know if he'd have thrown it. He probably didn't want to risk it. Quarterback keeps the ball, gets the edge, picks up a first down. Halfback angle route again. Abusing this route. That's 7 more yards. Anthony Crawley. linebacker for that Mike linebacker's been all over the place. He's beat to hell, man. He's given up his whole body for this game. Right now, -10 tackle, -7 block setting. Throwing his body around, making tackles, knocking balls out. 2nd and 3. OU drops back to pass, and that receiver is blown up, drops the ball, and he tried to throw it there in a hard flat right in front of the defender, and that could have been worse if he would have jumped that route. But probably best for Western, that ball was knocked down. Now it brings up 3rd and 3, and they're going to run inside zone, and they're going to get a first down. The clock's going to stop for the first down. OU's going to use their first timeout. Clock stops as they move the sticks, but he wanted to call the timeout. Probably going to help his with fatigue as well. Can kind of regroup, think what he wants to run here. He's going to gun normal Y off close. I know he likes to run halfback scissor. I wonder if he'll put Y on a comeback route, if he'll actually run the scissor concept here. He's going to drag the slot receiver. We'll see. That is halfback scissor. No, he actually put, and there's a penalty. He's going to throw the ball away. He put the running back on a halfback streak instead of the scissor. Holding penalty is going to back him up, though. And that could be the difference in this game, whether or not we're going to have a winner here in regulation or if we're just going to go to overtime. 2 big penalties in the red zone has throttled this OU offense. Last time they were actually fortunate enough that after they scored a touchdown, they were backed up on a holding or offensive pass interference and still were able to score. But none more meaningful right now. And what a pass. He throws the corner route in front of the defender, gets out of bounds, 10 seconds to go. Now it's 2nd and 7, picks up a bunch of the yards he just lost on that penalty, 13-yard gain. 2nd and 7. He's dropping out. Right now it looks like Western is going to drop out this right end. They're in cover 4. They're going to drop out the end into looks like a curl flat as opposed to a seam flat. And there's the tight end. And he is going to get ate up, knocked down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. 5 seconds to go. Oklahoma has 1 timeout remaining, so 2 plays here to determine the national championship. 1 if they hang on to the ball too long looking for something to come open. So this could be the play of the game. 1st and goal at the 5. They're in tight open. I don't think he's going to risk running the ball up the middle here on an inside zone. He's going to run some kind of curl concept, and there it is. Throws. What a catch! Oh, my God. OU with the catch with 1 second to go. Western Kentucky concedes the game with only 1 second. This one's over. I can't believe how this game ends. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky, congratulations. 2034 national champs. That is now his 2nd championship. Tip my hat to them. What a play call in that situation. Way to go out there and execute. God dog it, man. I can't wait for 2035. If we end the 34th season on that, the 10th season of the DAWGS Dynasty, I can't wait to see what we're going to have next season moving forward. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. Hit comment down below, like and subscribe. FAIRDALE Kings, and I'm out.